beautiful souls, it's Jessy here, and guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. So guys, today I've decided to do something totally different, which is, as you see, a pick a card reading. And today's pick a card reading is going to be about which archangel is with you and what his message is to you. So what I want you to do at this moment is to just clear your mind out, just take a moment, take a deep breath, and choose a card that truly resonates with you. They're going to be numbered by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So these are the cards that I have. Just pick 1 or 2 cards that resonates with you, and I'm going to provide this video with timestamps, so when you pick a card you can jump right through the moment where your reading is going to start. So as I said, this video is going to be about which archangel is with you and what type of message he has to give you at this moment. So I hope you enjoy this reading. Just a side note, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, it just doesn't. So don't worry about it. Just take the things that resonates with you. Having said that, I'm going to start off with the first card. And the first card that I have, let's see which one it is. It's Archangel Raphael, and whenever Archangel Raphael appears, there's some type of healing issue that needs to be done. In this card, you're seeing like a couple. I'm getting the feeling that you might be focusing too much at this moment on your happily ever after. So it might mean that you are wishing and hoping for a loving, happy family, you know, the true love, great relationships, and your work. I mean, that is what most of us hope for. But at this moment, I feel if you have drawn this card that you're really focusing upon this, that you really want this in your life. Now, then I'm getting the 9 of Pentacles, and as you can see, like, this lady is just standing there, staring in front of her, and she's kind of like feeling peacefully. But the feeling that I'm getting from this card, as in a normal sense, it would mean that you have harmony and stability. I feel like in the combination that it comes, it means that you just are imbalanced at this moment. You have like this strong desire that you want the loving and steady relationship, but it's just kind of like out of balance, and you don't know how to reach this happily ever after for yourself. And the second card for this is the Devil. Now, don't get scared when you see the Devil, but I feel in this case the Devil represents that you're focusing too much on that happily ever after. Now, while it's good to focus on what you want, when it's becoming an addiction and you are obsessing about something, you are focusing really too much on it, then it's time to let it go, release, because you are blocking yourself. So that is what I'm getting from this card, that you are actually kind of like blocking yourself from growing into all of these things because you're focusing too much on it and you're just getting imbalanced by it. So you're kind of like not moving forward, you're just standing still. So instead of getting that harmony and peace and steadiness, you are just might be feeling at this moment a bit disoriented. So that is what I'm feeling from this card. And then the last card that I have from this is the Queen of Wands. Now, what I'm getting from the Queen of Wands is that you might have, or that Archangel Raphael is just saying, like, you need to step into your own power. So if you want all of these things to happen, because look at her, she's standing fierce, she knows what she wants, she has a clear vision. So the feeling that I'm getting from this card is that if you want to turn this around, you really need to step into your own power. And sometimes that means by not focusing too much on what you want. It's finding a balance between what you desire and what you have to do to get there. So what I'm getting is that you really have at this moment a strong desire to have that happily ever after. Maybe you're feeling, what I'm also getting is that maybe you're feeling like this is moving too slow for you, so you're not seeing any results. Maybe you're looking around you and thinking like, why isn't this happening for me? So many people around me have this. Maybe you envy people around you, but because you're focusing too much on it, it's actually blocking you. So what Archangel Rapha is saying is that you need that healing, and you can do that by stepping into your own power. And when you do that, you will notice that this will not become that much of an obsession for you, but that it will slowly start to fall into place. So this is the first card that I have. Now guys, moving on to the second card. So sorry for that. I'm getting Archangel Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve. So the first thing that I'm getting from this card is that Archangel Gabriel, when he appears, it's always about using some type of communication. So what I'm getting is that he's trying to say, like, maybe you are in the midst of a quarrel, or maybe you're in a situation that really needs your attention. Maybe you have like unresolved issues or some type of like challenging situation where you need to communicate with people. So that is the first thing that I'm getting from this card. And by showing up, I feel like he's saying like, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And it's always good to listen to other people's viewpoints. So also this card is saying like, get away from drama. So I feel like when there is too much negativity, when you see maybe like a competition is getting too much, or people are you know, the ego starts to prevail, then it's time for you to step back, take a moment. It's not worth going forward when something really is getting out of control. So when I see this card, I'm seeing Archangel Gabriel saying some type of communication. And what I'm getting is this is the first card, the Seven of Cups. Now, what I'm getting is with these cups, some type of like illusion. So maybe you don't have like all the facts, or maybe some other party don't have like all the facts, but really by taking a step back and by looking at the bigger picture, you might see what it's all about. So guys, sorry if I'm going like really slow, because I'm still translating and I still need to feel out the cards and kind of like get to know what they mean. So bear with me through this process. So the second card that I'm getting is the Knight of Wands. And what I'm getting with this card is not rushing into action. And sometimes when we have like some type of situation that we don't agree, we want to win. So our focus shifts from communication with another just to pointing out our own viewpoint and just winning. Winning is sometimes the goal, and our ego starts to prevail. So what I'm getting from this card is it's not about winning. It's not about always pushing forward, but it's about slowing down and just looking around you before you take the big leap. Sometimes, as I said, you don't have all the facts, and it's actually great to sometimes take a moment and to do your research before you take that big leap of faith. Now the last card that I have is the Knights of Pentacles. So what I'm getting is, again, I'm getting like that same sense of truly be cautious before you take action. Sometimes, or this moment actually really requires you to communicate with other person, with other parties. So really take a look at the situation that you're in. If Archangel Gabriel is appearing, he's really telling you that communication is the key here. So take a step back, don't rush into situations, and also sometimes we want to rush into situations because we want perfection, and we think that if we do it alone, or if we do it the way we have it in our mind, that is the best way, that it will work out for the best. But that is not always the case. So that is what I'm getting from these cards. Be aware if you're going through some type of quarrel or situation, especially in your job. Be mindful about that. So moving to the third card, what I'm getting here is Archangel Michael. Now when we see Archangel Michael, we have to be reminded of our own power. So what I'm getting here is leadership. What I'm getting here is that sometimes the best leader have the best advisors. So although Archangel Michael stands for our own power, I feel like this card also kind of like reminds us that sometimes we need people to help us to make decisions, but also to structure our own ideas and to work together, because that is how the great leaders go to work. So that is the first feeling that I'm getting from this card. And what I'm also getting from this card is that, you know, that you might just need to get rid of some things to really structure your life if you want to make some progress. And with that, I'm also getting some type of promotion. So it might be that some of you at work, or you're going to work and you're going to receive a promotion within the near future. So that is the first that I'm getting. Now I do have the 9 of Wands coming up, which I'm getting that everything will turn out just fine in the end, that you're getting there. So talking about that promotion, I feel like this kind of like refers to that promotion. So maybe you have been working hard towards some type of goal, maybe you have been wanting a promotion, maybe you have been wanting to move forward on some type of things, and this card is actually saying like you are near, you are almost at your goal, and this is kind of like actually coming together for you in the near future. Now the second card that I have is the 6 of Wands, and this is such a great card to see because this card really represents a victory. It really represents that you know, everything. This is kind of like an enforcement of the 9 of Wands actually, because they kind of like have this similar meaning. So it's kind of like enforcing each other that you actually don't need to be worrying about anything at this moment. If you just keep putting your effort into it, that victory will come to you, that so many good things are ahead of you. So this is kind of like a great card to have and to see. And the last card that I have is the Ace of Wands, which kind of like actually sums it all up, but it also says like that I feel like you have this enormous potential and energy that you're putting into some type of project that will really come to fruition, whether it's going to be a promotion or whether it's going to kind of like get you to that next level. It is going to happen really soon. All you need to do is actually continuing the good work that you're doing. So and it might be during this that you might need to work with someone on this, so to get all of your ideas structured, or to maybe rethink some of the things that you have already put into motions. But as I said, sometimes great leaders also need great advisors. It's not bad to work with someone on this. So and when you do that, victory is on its way to you. So that is what I'm getting from the third card. Alright guys, moving on to card number 4. which I'm getting is Archangel Uriel. So what I'm getting with this card, when Archangel Uriel appears, he actually kind of like bring us down to earth. So I feel like that earthy energy that we need to bring ourselves to stability, that you know, I feel like sometimes we need a little help to become more grounded, become more structured. So that is what I'm getting from this card. It is time to kind of like ground yourself, and sometimes we need help with that. Sometimes we've been like flying around. Maybe you have been feeling like you don't have like a grip over the things in your life, so you'll be feeling like you're flying around with no purpose maybe. And Archangel Uriel is here to just remind you that you need to ground yourself, to bring yourself to earth, to take a deep breath, and absolutely to meditate, because this will help you a lot. So, see, you have like the Four of Swords, and you can see like this person is meditating. So, that is what I'm getting, like an enforcement of that message, that you really need to ground yourself. You know, you need to rest, you need to maybe prepare yourself for the next steps. Sometimes when you don't know which way you need to go, by meditating you can ground yourself and, you know, let your thoughts just run wild, and sometimes you might get like great ideas on where you need to go, where you need to be. So that is what I'm getting from that. Then I'm getting the Four of Wands. Now what I'm getting from the Four of Wands, I mean, I can see like these two people are very happy. They're actually, I feel like when you meditate, as I said, you will get like some great ideas, so some things that you can build on. And when you build upon these ideas that you get out of your meditation, you get out of that state of mind, when you're grounded, these ideas will kind of like be very beneficial for you. So when you do that, you will kind of like open this new doorway to you, to new possibilities. So that is what I'm getting. And the last card is the Six of Swords, and what I'm getting from this card is, you can see this person is in a boat and he's actually moving forward. So while at this point Archangel Uriel is saying, okay, you might be standing still, you might be feeling like you're not grounded, he's also saying like when you take the steps to meditate, you will have great new ideas that will help you to move forward. What I'm also getting from this card is, be aware that you might be a person that sometimes might be inflexible to change. So be aware that you can become inflexible, and if you're that type of person that really does that, just be mindful that, I mean, we all fear change, we all hate changes, but some of us can comprehend the change better than others. But be aware that this can be a blockage, and that could prevent you from moving forward. So Archangel Uriel is here to just say like there are ways to get over this, and these are kind of like the ideas that he can give you to get you out of that state of just floating around without actually having like a clear purpose. So these are the cards that I have for 4. Okay guys, moving on now to card number 5. So what I'm getting here is Archangel Uriel, and the feeling that I'm getting with this card, Archangel Uriel always comes when it comes to strength, or when there is some type of like education, growing, and this card is actually saying like an excellent opportunity will be offered to you, scholarship. So education is here the key. So what I'm getting from this card is that you are moving to some new ventures, and this has especially to do with some type of education. So maybe you are learning new skills, or you're perfecting the skills that you already have, or the angels might be saying like this is time for you to start a new course or take up a new venture to learn something new. So that is the feeling that I'm getting from this card. Now, the first card that I have is the 10 of Pentacles. And what I'm getting from this card is that you are building towards some type of like legacy. So what I'm getting is that you are trying to learn and trying to grow. And I feel like you have this yearning just to learn something new. You want to expand, you want to grow. And Archangel Ariel is here and just telling you like this is a great moment to do that. She's fully supporting you and fully encouraging you to do this. Now the next card that I'm getting is the 8 of Cups. And this is a beautiful card in combination with the other cards because it's actually letting me see that there is a new journey. But as you can see in this whole picture of this beautiful woman is that she is actually, I feel like she's seeking for a deeper meaning maybe of life, deeper meaning just in everything that you do, or just, as I said, just a new journey. So it definitely enforces the 10 of Pentacles card, which is actually saying that you really want to grow. Now the 8 of Pentacles, which is actually showing this man perfecting his craft. So this is definitely the overall feeling that I'm getting from this, that when you put in the effort, when you put in everything that you have, that you will definitely make that grow and evolve into whichever you want to become. I feel like you are this person at this moment, you have this yearning that you want to learn stuff. So Archangel Ariel is just so much encourage you at this moment to take this new venture, to start something new. So that is what I'm getting from the 5th card, Archangel Ariel. Okay guys, so moving on to the 6th card, and what I'm getting is Archangel Haniel, the power of psychic insights. Okay, so what I'm getting from this card is that everything you are seeking is within you. But I feel like this card also kind of like brings another message. I feel like maybe some of you have been asking for some help, so maybe some guidance, maybe you've asked some kind of like answers and you've received them, but somehow you are ignoring them. So that is the first thing that I'm getting from this card. And the second card that I have is the 7 of Swords. And I mean, I feel like Haniel is seeing like someone, there's some type of like deceit in this situation. So someone is not being fully honest, and I feel like you need to watch your back. So again, going back to this first card, maybe you've asked for some insights, or maybe your gut is telling you something about a certain person or a certain situation, and your gut definitely has it right. So there's something going on. So be aware of the situation that you're in, or the person that you're bringing at this moment into your life. So so sorry. I have now the 6 of Pentacles, and what I'm getting from this card is that as you can see from this, there's a person, you know, holding a scale, and you can see like all the hands. It could be like handouts, so someone wants like handouts from you, or someone is giving. And from the cards around it, I feel like someone is or wanting to get away all the hard work that you have put into someone else wants to walk away with that. So putting all these messages together, I feel like someone is totally not being honest in the situation, that someone wants to walk away with everything that you've done. So be really careful about who you have in your environment right now, and if you have like a certain feeling about someone, just trust that instinct, just don't ignore it or anything. And the Seven of Swords, which is actually, I'm totally amazed how these cards like really fall into place. But as you can see, this young man is really protecting what is his. So I'm feeling like at this moment you really need to be aware of the things that you worked hard on. So it might be whether in work or a relationship or something, but you really need to protect and pay attention to what is yours, because someone is out to get it. Someone is out to walk away with your hard work. So you really need to be paying attention to who you bring into your life at this moment. So that is what I'm getting from the cards number 6. Be aware, very aware, because there's some type of deceit going on in your life right at this moment. Now I'm going to move on to the cards number 7. And cards number 7 is Archangel Jovial. And I can see, I mean, from this beautiful, beautiful painting, is that you see this dove inside this cage. So what I'm feeling that Archangel Jovial is saying, that you need to break free. You need to break free of everything that is really, truly holding you back. Really let go of all your fears. And I also feel like at this moment, because you are maybe you're feeling trapped. So you also have like this lack of confidence. So that's why you're staying in your cage. That's why you're not daring to fly free. So you need to be taking a look at the things that are holding you back. So let's have a look at that. So the first that is coming up here is the King of Wands. And the feeling is that you really need to trust your gut instinct. So that is the first thing that I'm getting. And the second thing is that some type of like kind of like negative emotion. So it might be that you have like negative emotions, that you have feelings that are actually not they're actually not based on the truth. So they're unnecessary worry or fears that you're trapped. So you're thinking in this negative cycle, and that is holding you back from breaking free, from being who you are, from truly becoming that confident person that you know you are, but somehow you've kind of like lost that along the way, because you know when things happen in life, we just get into that negative cycle. So that is what I'm getting. And enforcing these cards, the Six of Cups is coming up, and you can see like these kids are just laying down in the grass and, you know, kind of like being happy. And what I'm getting from this card is totally like a feeling of nostalgia. So maybe you have been thinking about the past. As I said, sometimes things happen in the past that can like make us feel that you know, it's just not coming together for us, and we kind of like get caught up in the past and how things had been from us or could have been, and we forget that we are free at this moment to take a new course, to change our life at this moment. Instead we start feeling trapped, as we have kind of like no way to move forward. So that is what I'm getting from this card. Ending with this is the Page of Pentacles, that kind of like says that, you know, really, as you can see, this beautiful girl looking at this coin, she's really nostalgic, which also enforces this card. But I also feel like this card is saying like stop dwelling on the past. To really move on, to really free yourself from this whole situation. The only way you're going to do that is to realize that There is nothing to dwell on. Everything that has happened for a reason. But there you have like a whole future, you have a whole now. So these are the things that you need to focus on instead of mourning the past. So Archangel Jovial is here to remind you that you have control over your life at this moment. Be aware of that and stop living in the past. So that is what I'm getting from this card, card 7. Now guys, moving to card number 8, which is here, Archangel Chamuel. So he's saying stop procrastinating. That is the feeling that I'm getting from this card. I feel like he's saying to kind of like change up everything that you're doing. I feel like maybe you have been procrastinating on some goals, maybe on some tasks that you know that you needed to do, but you're still not doing them for some reason. You are not embracing what is expected from you. So you're actually procrastinating for some reason. So let's see why you're procrastinating. So we got the 8 of Swords, and the feeling that I'm getting is that it's time to kind of like stop fooling yourself. Like take the blindfold off at this moment and really look what is in front of you. So sometimes we can be a worst enemy. We can feel like we don't have like that energy, or we're not totally in the flow, so we start to procrastinate, or we're not really sure on things, or we have some fear and doubts, so we start procrastinating because we don't trust what's coming up. So I feel like it is time to take off the blindfold and really focus on what's in front of you, and that things could actually be so much better at this moment, but that you kind of like need to get unstuck on this. So that is the first card that I have. The second card is the 8 of Wands, and what I'm getting is that I feel like there is some type of lack of commitment here. So as I said, you're procrastinating, and procrastinating always comes from that lack of commitment. So something is kind of like holding you back. It might be that you're just ignoring the signals, that you know, you are denying yourself the inner truth. And I feel like you're totally capable of reading all the signs, of following everything through, but really you're just procrastinating for reasons that are just not necessary. So Archangel Chamuel is just here to remind you, like, listen up, you have some work to do, and we really want you to get started on this work. And this might be just anything that you started on, but that you just, you know, drop because you're insecure about the future of it. Just sometimes you have to see some things through, and that is what I'm getting from this card. And this card, the Star, I feel like this card is just enforcing them all. Like, you know, you are ignoring the higher signals or your gut instinct, which is telling you like, okay, maybe you need to do this, but as I said, for some reason you are procrastinating. But I feel if you really let go of all those fears, all those doubts, and you stop to procrastinate, that this will totally be your dream come true, a blessing in disguise. Something magical will happen. So I totally feel like Archangel Chamuel is encouraging you to let go of everything and just trust yourself and trust this process, and that it will come to fruition in the near future. But you first have to start doing something instead of procrastinating. So that is the feeling that I'm getting from this cards. Moving on to the last card, card number 9. So let's see, Archangel Jeremiah. So when Archangel Jeremiah appears, he's always trying to tell us something about something that we need to review. So maybe you are reviewing your own history, maybe you are questioning your divine life purpose, maybe you want to change up your direction but you don't know how, because maybe you've made some crappy decisions in the past, maybe something bad happened, you know, you're not sure how to move forward, and Archangel Jeremiah is just here telling you that you know, he's here and he's guiding you through this process. Now the first card that pops up is the card of the World, and I feel like, you know, you're just hanging in the past. You're just hanging in the past. So maybe what I said, you made some bad decisions in the past. Maybe something just didn't work out the way you wanted to. So you started to doubt, and now you just don't know how to move forward. Maybe you thought something was your divine life purpose and it didn't work out. So now you're just like in this crossroad and you just don't know where to go. So the second card is the High Priest, and what I'm feeling is that when you want to get out of this phase, it is about listening to the universe and listening to your instinct, because I feel like you already have this tremendous power. I feel like people who have chosen this card are already very intuitive. So if you have this, you have maybe already received the guidance, you know which way you need to go. So the angels are basically asking you to go that way, to listen to your gut instinct, and it's through that gut instinct, through your intuition, that Jeremiah will be able to guide you towards where you need to go, or that the angels will be able to guide you where you need to be. So if you are unsure on which way you need to go, you really need to tap into your own intuition, to, you know, just meditate or just truly listen to your gut instinct, because that is how you're going to know which way you are being guided. That's where it all comes from. And the last card, guys, is the Two of Cups. And what I'm getting from that is that everything will kind of like fall into place. And destiny. I feel like this card truly presents destiny. So this means that you are truly looking for your life purpose. You will find that life purpose, and that life purpose will bring you everything that you're seeking for. And I'm also seeing that true love, and I'm not getting the feeling like true love in the way of man and woman romantic love, some type of that, but I feel like true love, like really the return to love that we're talking about in the spiritual matter. I feel like you will reach that in a very short period of time when you follow your intuition, when you have that you're committed to your divine life purpose. There will be nothing holding you back than feeling totally satisfied and having that abundance and blessing and love into your life. So that is what I'm getting from these cards. Beautiful. Open up yourself to receive the guidance from Archangel Jeremiah if you're doubting about your divine life purpose, and everything in the end will turn out just perfectly fine, because you have the capacity in you to grow, to find your divine life purpose. Okay? So guys, these are all the cards that I have from 1 till 9. I hope that these cards will help you out. If you like this video, guys, be sure to give it a thumbs up, because that's how I know that you guys like this video and you want to receive more videos from me like this. For now, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you're new to my channel and if you want to keep receiving more videos from me, then hit that subscribe button. As I said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time, friends. Bye!